So, last but not least, staying in the financial area, we're going to be talking about FINNOWATER. We don't have a Finnish person to come and speak to us, but someone as well from the Netherlands, Peter de Jong from Wetsus. Peter, we're talking here about new financial instruments and mechanisms to increase the financial flow in the water sector and water-related sectors, so also industrial water, I guess, coming in there. A brief introduction, elevator speech to your action group.
Every action group is talking about the necessity to get innovation towards the market. Everybody knows that the EIP in water itself is not about financing, and there's no financial incentives involved. At the same time, the European Commission has allocated a budget of 70 billion towards innovation and research, and there's more than 300 billion available in the next 7 years for structural funds. On top of that, there's a few hundred billion in public procurement available in the member states, and there are all the research and innovation budgets, regional incentives, etc., all over Europe. So, as a whole, there should be enough money on the table, and if some of these funding could be allocated towards the challenges that were just shown in the other action groups, then our action group would be successful.
Is it a question of the finances not going into the water sector, going to other sectors?
If that's a problem, or?
Is that one of the problems? Yeah, is that not being allocated to water?
One of the problems is that there's very many different instruments being developed, but there's not a really clear overview. So what we try to do is with a very large group of stakeholders to develop the overview. We would like to make this transparent. I mean, not only just for the action group itself, but we want to share this on the European Innovation Partnership Marketplace. So it becomes an instrument for everyone here in the audience and sitting at home. It should be a transparent process, and we also want to map where things are missing. And then together, because that's the advantage of being an action group, making an overview everybody can do by themselves also at home. It is a more group effort. On top of that, we would like to help other organizations like the European Investment Bank that was yesterday present at the task force and expressed their interest to work with our sector. We will help them to see where the gaps are and what sort of instruments we need, and try and see if we can develop those and, of course, share them as well in the European Innovation Marketplace.
Do you have a roadmap for the activities you're doing in the action group, and where are you along that roadmap right now?
Of course, developing new instruments and establishing where the gaps are is something that we have not been reaching between summer and now. That's something that we would like to do in the years to come. For the time being, we did schedule a first very practical event. That's something that we can share with the audience. We would like to host an event on the 24th of January to go more in depth in the new financing for SMEs instrument and the various other instruments that are there available for SMEs in order to get the innovative SMEs in all these various regions to get the right funding at the right time and continue with their innovation towards the market.
Where will that event be, and how can you participate in it?
It will be organized by the combination of ERIN and WSSTP, and we will publish it both on the website of ERIN, WSSTP, and the marketplace.
Okay, so the EIP Water Marketplace for sure is where to look out for that. Okay. And where will the event be hosted?
To make it practical, it will be in Brussels.
In Brussels, okay. And tell us a little bit about the partners which you've got in the action group now, and has that grown at all? You said it's just been established then this past summer?
Yes, in total we are about 20. I don't have the name by heart here at this moment. I could have made a slide about it. I can say that we have 4 main action lines. The first action line is mapping funding opportunities and getting them on the marketplace instrument. That will be dealt with by Central Denmark, the regional office in Brussels. The second instrument is about SME finance. This will be dealt with, coordinated by ourselves. The third instrument will be about public procurement for innovation and pre-commercial procurement. Both instruments are part of an FP7 project, which is coordinated by Office International de l'Eau. And the fourth one is about supporting export markets. So to get the good innovations that we have, both towards the European market and towards the global market. And that's being developed further by Abengoa, who has very good knowledge about this and will share part of their knowledge with other partners within the group. Of course, from all these action lines I mentioned, we will also put the results on the marketplace to make it available for a larger group.
And what 3 things could ensure your success?
First of all, that we're able to map out for everyone clearly which incentives there are, because of course there's a lot of incentives developed, both in member states, also in Brussels, and most of these actors don't have the water sector in mind, so we have to look out which are actually applicable for us and best to use. On top of that, we would like to develop, but this is a longer term, to see which elements are missing and how we can bridge them. And the third one would be the successful cooperation also with the instrument of public procurement to get the innovations towards the launching customers.